Oh my goodness, what a great way to start out the show. Hello there, welcome back to the Cash Show. Today is Saturday, June 2nd. I'm your host, Raphael. So glad to be back in the house. I missed this place, I missed you guys. And speaking of houses, the White House's first indoor swimming pool opened on this day, June 2nd in 1933. That's right, after a fundraising campaign spearheaded by the New York Daily News, President Franklin D. Roosevelt swam as form of therapy for his poliomyelitis and became an advocate for the activities used in treatment. Now, this brings me to my point. As the summer months are approaching, I feel that we here at the Cash Show deserve a swimming pool. So I'm calling this hashtag RAFFUNRANS. Now, since I've got the attention of our director, I feel like Bo and I need a pool. So we can relax, we can exercise. Plus, I got this huge donut-shaped floaty that I'm not using. It has dust all over it. I need to bring it and use it. All right, this really leads me to the most important reason. It's summer, and it gets so hot in this studio, and a pool would be a great way to cool off. So what do you say, Director Dave? Director Dave, I think I got your attention, and I think you like the idea. I'm reading your face, and I can tell you like the idea. I cannot wait until this pool gets brought in here because it'll really cool. Yeah, that works. Totally feel cooler. Yes, that was great. Now shout outs. Tracy Beeman tweets, "Don't miss the Cash Show, even at LAX." And there's a picture of her playing the Cash Show at LAX, one of the nation's busiest airports. Be careful not to get run over by one of those luggage carts or a piece of luggage. Pure Technology tweets, "Can I get a shout out for my daughters, Izzy and Erin? They are riding in a 16-mile bike race tomorrow, pulling their handicapped little brother. So proud." How beautiful is that? By the way, this is no longer water. These are tears. That is very moving, isn't it? Now, welcome to the show. If you haven't been here before, welcome in. It's never too late to start having fun. Here's how the game works. We deposit real cash into your PayPal account for answering prize questions correctly. Connect your Facebook account to eliminate wrong answers. You get 5 of those, but you can only use 1 per show. Join in on time. How do you do that? That's a great question. Why don't you turn on your push notifications? Keep your app updated. Super important. And a reminder that at the end of our next show tonight, Lucky Spin is back. Cannot wait. But you know what? Until then, why don't we do some trivia? All right, question number 1. Who was the first vice president of the United States? John F. Kennedy, Benjamin Franklin, or John Adams? Now, it's hard to believe that there was no official line of succession to the presidency until the 25th Amendment was passed in 1967. Can you believe that? That seemed like just a few years ago. Prior to the amendment's ratification, it was merely assumed that the vice president would assume the presidency if the president died or was removed from office. But we're looking for this answer. John Adams. Did you punch that in correctly? I hope so. If you did, you're moving on to our second question here on the prize question, on the game. We're not at the prize questions yet. I'm too excited and wet. Adams was selected as George Washington's vice president after receiving 34 electoral college votes to Washington's 69. Each elector was allowed to cast 2 votes, and there were 69 electors in total, so Washington won unanimously, and Adams split the remaining second-person votes with the other candidates. A little political history for you. You're welcome. Moving on to question number 2. Which chemical is often said to smell like rotten eggs? Sulfur, copper, or chlorine? The chemical is number 16 on the periodic table of elements. Now, if you studied the periodic table as we suggested, then this would have been a giveaway for you. If not, hopefully you still got it right. The answer we're looking for is sulfur. Lock it in. It doesn't stink this time. As well as being responsible for the skunk's unique odor, sulfur has been dubbed the smell of hell, due to the fact that the book of Revelation refers to Satan's underworld lair as a lake of burning sulfur. Stinky. Moving on to question number 3. This is not stinky. Massachusetts is part of which U.S. region? Northwest, Mid-Atlantic, or New England? All right, you know what? Since we are on the subject of Massachusetts, how about some mass fun facts? The state beverage is cranberry juice. The state cookie is chocolate chip. And the state cat is the tabby. Sorry, creepy cat. Still looking for a home. The answer is New England. I know, that was kind of mean, wasn't it? Massachusetts is one of the smallest states in the United States with the longest name and is over 25% water. Massachusetts was one of the original British colonies in America and is famous for their hatred and disrespect of tea. Such a peaceful beverage. Moving on to question number 4. What is the prequel to the movie Monsters, Inc. called? Monsters Lost in Scaradise, Monsters University, or Monsters Wedding? Isn't it just called Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Oh, that never gets old. They love it. Although Pixar made the original film, Disney held the rights and intended to move forward with a sequel without Pixar, but the draft was produced and ultimately scrapped when Disney bought Pixar in 2006. The answer we're looking for is Monsters University. In the end, they learned to work together, stayed friends, and I think that's the moral of the story, really, or maybe that you can just buy your friends, but either way, it works for me. Before we move on to our next question, that's question number 5. Is it Shibby1121? Is your shirt wet? Yes, maybe you tuned in a little bit late. My shirt is wet, not because I'm sweating, but because I was doused with cool, refreshing water after requesting that we have a pool installed here in the studio by our director, Dave. But it's all good. Nina1485, hey, get a wave pool and you and Bo can water ski right on set. I love that idea. Nina1485, let's hook it up. Do it. MC1985, I wish someone would dump a cup of water on me. Sounds like another internet challenge. We'll delve into that a little bit later. But here's question number 5. Which of the following is not one of the Great Lakes of North America? Lake Superior, Lake Tahoe, or Lake Huron? One cannot be great without important and valuable supporting players. So let's not forget about the rivers and streams that supply waters to the Great Lakes, which make them great. The answer we're looking for here, which was not great, Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe, located in California, is not associated with the Great Lakes, an interconnected lake system that is situated in the Midwest area of the United States. While technically not a great lake, it is a really good lake, like a decent good, but still a lake. It's now time for our prize question round. I can imagine that someone tuning in right now would look at this shirt and say, I'm trying to make out what that pattern means. I don't understand. Is that supposed to mean something? I don't get it. Now remember, for in-app support or questions, be sure to use the in-app contact us. This sends an email with all the requisite troubleshooting info. Now for all the fun that Twitter can provide, you can add me at @CashShow_Raphael. Remember, you can tweet us directly by using the handle @CashShow_Trivia. And here we go with our first prize question. This is worth $150 on this wonderful Saturday afternoon or early evening. Which wartime politician did Gary Oldman play in 2017's Darkest Hour? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, or H.H. Asquith? Will this be your time to shine, or will you be living in your own darkest hour? How many of you seen the Oscar-winning film? You know, it won for Best Actor and for makeup for turning Gary Oldman into your answer, and that is Winston Churchill. One of the defining figures of the 20th century, Winston Churchill was an early adopter of the onesie, otherwise known as the siren suit, an all-in-one outfit designed with comfort and practicality in mind in the event of an air raid. Can we see that split screen real quick before you move on? Oh, there's the onesie right there. It looks practical. I don't know how stylish it is. By the way, that outfit does not come with a hat or cane, and there's the split screen. The color photo is Gary Oldman, the actor, and the black and white is the original Winston Churchill. Great makeup job. Wow. All right, great job to you guys because you made it to question number 7. Here we go. Genetically, which of these animals differs most from the other two? Killer whale, bottlenose dolphin, or humpback whale? One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Can you tell which was not like the other by the time I finish my song? Let's find out. Humpback whale is your answer. Hopefully you got it right. There's nothing like breaking into song for no reason. Also known as an orca, killer whales and bottlenose dolphins are both in the Delphinidae family. The orca's misrepresented name was originally killer or whale killer due to the fact that they were known to kill whales, and over time, this got switched around to killer whale, and they've been deceiving us ever since. Boo! Boo, I tell you. All right, this is question number 8. Well, before we get to that, more boos, not for you guys, but for Comfort Cat. The fact that Comfort Cat has to be there, that means that a lot of people that last question didn't get it right. I'm so sorry. I always take it out on Comfort Cat by squeezing. Sorry, Comfort Cat. You're here to comfort us. I'm not here to strain. I just did it again. Okay, put Comfort Cat down. Sorry about that, guys. We lost a lot of players there. We still have just shy of 12,000 still active in the game. That's a lot. Question 8. Actor Stellan Skarsgård plays which character in the Pirates of the Caribbean films? Captain Teague, Bootstrap Bill Turner, or James Norrington? Having appeared in the summer blockbuster series of films, the Swedish actor also starred in such movie hits as Good Will Hunting and Amistad. Skarsgård was well qualified to take on your answer, Bootstrap Bill Turner. Hopefully you got that one right. I don't want to see Comfort Cat again. As cute as Comfort Cat is, I don't want to see it make another appearance in this round. Skarsgård reprised the role in the third Pirates film, At World's End, but he did not return for any additional sequels. But you can't blame him, right? You get tired of playing the same role over and over and over again, like 3, 4, 10. How many sequels have they made so far? That many, huh? They're bowled over. Too many to even have. Too many. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. First the water and now the delayed answer. Great job, Director Dave. Always on his mark. Hey, Maggie0817, can we have a tour of the studio? That's a great question. Maybe we can get you an answer on Twitter. But yeah, we'll find out for you. Willie Mays is playing the game. I'm in Lake Tahoe right now. Well, enjoy the cool, awesome blue lake. That's not great. Seba031, the water stain on your shirt looks like a giraffe eating leaves from a tree. Does it? How do you see that? Okay, well, I'll have to take a look at that. That's interesting. Or maybe you should just seek some therapy, but in a good way, like, in a cool way. Oh, boy. Number 9, which of the following planet is closest to the Kuiper Belt? Jupiter, Mercury, or Neptune? I would say whichever planet is the most fashionable, because the Kuiper Belt is fierce. Hashtag dad joke. Bing! Owning it. All right, the answer is Neptune. Neptune. Who knew space could be so fun? The Kuiper Belt is an enormous system of asteroids starting just beyond Neptune's orbit and extending more than 4 billion miles from the sun. You guys are very close, not that far from question 12, the end of this Cash Show round. I can't believe it. Now, we gave you a clue to this question on one of the shows last night. Hopefully you remembered it or wrote it down, and you can reference it for this right over here. Number 10. What does tyrannophobia refer to? Fear of dinosaurs, fear of feathers, or fear of hooved animals? Wow, when I looked up at the board and saw how many people were in the game like a couple of minutes ago, there were a lot. Now we have less than 5,000, a little over 4,000 as a matter of fact, still active in the game. Wow, okay, before we reveal the answer, musically nerdy, free creepy cat, are you looking for one or are you giving one away? I'm not sure how that works. April B, shout me out. April B, teacher mom 22, it's my birthday. You know what, if you are a teacher and a mom, then you deserve the best birthday ever, every year. Keep up the good work. The answer for this question is fear of feathers. Did you get that right? Fear of feathers. Oh, great. There goes my decorative feather boa business. Tyrannophobia refers to the fear of feathers. Turno is the Greek root for feather, and phobia is the root for fear. That's how you get that word. Question number 11. What food term is given to pottery that has been fired but not glazed? Cookie, scone, or biscuit? Wow, being fired and then glazed is like the epitome of a double slap in the face, except of course, if you're a piece of pottery, that would be horrible. But the answer is biscuit. Did you get biscuit right? If you did, you're almost at question 12. This is crazy. Biscuit takes its name from the Biscay porcelain, a type of unglazed pottery. Very cool. Now remember, we're live again this evening, but right now it's time for our final round. Final question of this round of the Cash Show. Before we ask this question, pose the question, however you want to put it. Wheezy Beans, can't believe I made it this far. You know what? That's why you got to keep playing the game. You never know. Keep playing. That's how it works. Now, number 12 goes like this. Which monarch ruled Britain during Shakespeare's lifetime? James II, Elizabeth I, or Mary I? Before we reveal this very important answer, I want to let you know that this question is worth $1,626. We have less than 1,700 active in the game. I don't know how many people will survive in that group. And we still have 17,000, almost 18,000 still hanging out with us. Don't forget, Lucky Spin is happening at the end of our next game tonight. But the answer for this question right now is Elizabeth I. Did you get it right? Did you win the Cash Show? The childless Elizabeth I was sometimes known as the Virgin Queen, and she reigned from 6 years before Shakespeare was born until 13 years before his death. Let's see. Wow. We got a lot of people that survived this round of the Cash Show. Great job to you. I want to take a look at the prize distribution list right now. There it is on your screen. While you're taking a look at those handsome numbers, Scott 2000, Creepy Cat 2020. All right, so it looks like Creepy Cat is getting a write-in vote for some kind of political office. Maybe that can happen. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if he got in some write-in votes. Creepy Cat, if you don't know who that is, this is why it's called Creepy Cat, because it's kind of odd, especially compared to Comfort Cat. You see the difference? One side of the tracks, the other side of the tracks. That's just how. All right, now I want to take a look at some of the winners. I want to see the winners list. There it is right over there. 1,614 lucky winners, skilled winners, smart winners, not just lucky. They all taking home $1.43 in cash going to your PayPal account. That is great. Congratulations, guys. And don't forget, sometimes when you play a game, you win, you can't win again. You have to wait 30 days or 6 months. You can come back in like an hour and 15 minutes. We got another round of the Cash Show. Play then. Why not? That is real cool. Don't forget, Lucky Spin, once again, coming up after our next show tonight. So until then, get a snack, hydrate yourself, relax, clear the cobwebs, and we'll see you shortly. Bye, guys.